What's up, everybody, and welcome to issue number 35 of the Geek Pop podcast. I am your host, Toby, and with me, as always, is Josh.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Toby. Greetings to you.
Josh, happy St. Patrick's Day.
And to you, good sir.
Shut up.
I was thinking, this is a formal podcast. I saw a lot of
hello there.
I saw a lot of green today. I went to the gas station, and the gas station attendants were wearing St. Patty's Day shirts, and they had beads on. So I don't know if they flashed someone at work to get those beads, but they had them.
I hope so.
That would make it more appropriate to. I mean, like, if you feel like you're a poser otherwise, right?
Yeah, you never know. It's a crazy world.
I guess it's not. It's the St. Patty's Day and Mardi Gras are not the same thing.
No, not at all.
I was insinuating that they were.
They're both about getting hammered,
That's true.
But just different reasons.
Speaking of beads and things you wear around your neck, I was thinking about this a lot. Toby, should I get a hip hop chain?
What with what on it?
Just a gold chain, hip hop style.
But don't they usually have like spinners or clocks or shit hanging from them?
Oh, do they? Is there more to it than I know?
Like, do you want like John Cena's like padlock on a chain necklace like that?
I mean, if it had something on it, I might go like Flavor Flav style, like clock on a chain.
Or you got a Spider-Man web.
Or that. I mean, sure. Or like like a 20-sided die, maybe.
A Batman logo.
Yeah. But no, I'm just thinking like, I mean, I'm pretty hard. You know this about me.
So you're just watching dirty videos before we start doing this.
No, not that kind of hard. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Josh is half chub because I told him the wrong things before we started.
You started this. You said...
I just said, I admitted it. I took responsibility for this.
If we're putting this out there, if we're putting this out in the world, yeah, this is all your fault. You sent pictures of naked Power Rangers, and what's a man to do?
I merely suggested that people were doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and Josh got all excited and told me to shut up while I was trying to talk to him because he wanted to watch videos.
No.
So as a friend, to try to get the show on the road, everybody, I started moaning into the microphone for Josh to help him watch the videos.
First of all, I feel like the people are okay with us waiting 5 minutes to record the podcast since it's going to go out at the same time no matter what. So tough. And two, I wanted to hear what they were saying. It was not dirty at that point. I wanted to hear.
I read Power Rangers for the articles.
There we go. I was building up to that joke anyway, so screw you.
Josh, when you come home from a long day at work,
like now,
what puts you in a good mood?
Certainly not this. It's not talking to you. I would say like laying on the couch and like watching an episode of whatever I'm watching on Netflix. Like one episode to like get me in the mood for the evening before I make dinner or something is usually my like wind down.
You know what puts me in a good mood?
Is it talking to me?
Talking to you, and when I pull in my driveway and my neighbor's trash can is just all over my yard like it is every fucking day, It always just makes me so happy.
Who's doing it? Is it their dog? Is it your dog? Is it a dog?
It's the wind. It's a combination of the wind and the neighbors not taking their trash cans.
They're getting fucked by the wind, man.
It does all the time. Like I got out of the car today. There's fucking muscle milk containers in my yard, and if you know me, and you do, yeah, I know it's not mine.
Here, all right. Next time when you come home, it's blown all over your yard. I want you to get out of the vehicle, like look around, make sure there's people around. I can hear you, and just scream, "Wind fucked!" and then just go in your house.
I sometimes throw their trash can against the side of their house.
Do you go pick it up? Like if you go come home, your yard is strewn in trash. Their trash. Do you clean it up?
I'm towards the bottom of the hill. So with how windy it is today, it will keep blowing down the street.
Well, then you're just perpetuating the problem. Like you should be the solution. You shouldn't just pass the buck or pass the muscle milk container, as it were. I mean, what
am I supposed to do?
You're no better than them.
They're not going to learn their lesson. Sometimes I throw the trash back in their yard. They don't learn that lesson.
Well,
I throw their trash can against the side of their house. They can't just get there. They don't learn that lesson.
I mean, listen. The only way they're going to learn the lesson is if you collect all the trash. You go, let's say you go upwind of their house. You go past their house and dump the trash right at the start of their property. So that way, by the time they are actually home, it'll have blown to about midway or whatever.
So getting mad and throwing their trash can against their garage and stuff probably isn't a solution.
It's like you need to fight smarter, not harder.
I gotcha.
You got to play mind games with them, Toby.
So I should light their trash on fire in front of their front door and ring the doorbell.
Yeah, poop should be involved as well.
Okay. My shit or the dog shit?
Dealer's choice.
Nice. But you know what's what makes me happy when I get home, Josh?
No.
A lot of times there's Amazon boxes on the front step.
Oh, cool. That's always fun. I love getting
So
stuff.
I fell down a hole the other day that I didn't see coming.
Is this what you wouldn't tell me about and you were saving for the show?
This is, remember when I sent you the emails the other day and I had things blurred out?
Oh, yeah. You lied
That
to me.
was so you didn't see all my orders.
First of all, I like the dynamic we have. You're showing me something in an email. I'm like, what are you hiding from me?
I see your 15 other emails with names of things and just random bullshit. But there's one thing you blurred out. Yeah, why, Toby?
There was
Why?
clearly something you didn't want me to know, which made me instantly want to know it. I didn't even read the other emails because who gives a crap? But the ones that I knew you were hiding were the ones I was interested in.
They're the delicious ones.
All right, you fell down a
So
hole.
the other day, Josh, I rented Smash Brothers Wii U.
Yeah, sure.
And then I was like, I should get an amiibo for this because it seems fun to have. So somehow I went from having one amiibo to having 5 amiibos.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know how that happened, but it just...
This
I was out of control for 20 minutes at work, and shit just happens sometimes.
this is why you haven't given me as much shit as you possibly can about War Machine, right?
Yes, because I knew where this was going.
Right. You saw the writing on the wall. If I really lean into this guy right now, I'm gonna get the amiibo shit for days.
Because, I mean, like, I could have not brought it up to you, but that's not fun, because I'm going to be like, oh, I got an amiibo.
Yeah.
But as soon as I would have mentioned it, the shitstorm.
So, all right, lots of questions about amiibo then for you.
Okay.
One, which ones did you get?
I got the Samus one because, as I told you, and made you mad, Samus is my main for Smash Brothers.
Well,
So
that's a whole. We'll talk about that next. We'll talk about why that made me mad next. Okay, you got.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got the Samus one, and then I started creeping on Craigslist to see, like, for other ones.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, I kind of want Mario Party 10. And then I thought about it, and was like, wait, this comes with an
Comes
amiibo,
with
too.
Mario. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it comes with the special Mario Party one, because you can't cross the games.
Wait, what? Oh.
There's Smash Brother ones, and there's Mario Party ones.
No, isn't it that you can only use it with one game at a time?
I don't know, because the
think that's
boxes
the
are
case.
labeled. Nah. I know you can't switch it. I can't use it for both games, but the boxes are labeled.
I think it might be like that's like the Mario Party variant of Mario or something. Like that's how they're letting you know. Or I might be entirely wrong because I don't know anything about Amiibo.
Or actually, you know what? I pre-ordered Mario Party first with Mario, and then I was like, well, if I'm gonna have a Mario one, I could use all these in Smash Brothers. I might as well get Samus.
All right. You said
So that's how that works.
You said
And then-
you said Mario a lot right now, but
Mario. And then I was like, I'm bored at maintenance night at work. Oh, here's a 3-pack of Sonic, Toon, Link, and Mega Man for $35 shipped. I might as well pull a trigger on this. And then I realized there's a checklist for all the ones that came out, and then I was done.
I was gonna. Yep, that was my next question. Was like, are you going to catch them all?
I'm gonna try to. And then I got mad at myself because usually with the NFC stuff, like with like Skylanders or with Disney Infinity or this, if you have, even if it's in the package, you can usually put it close enough to the sensor where it works. But I opened Samus.
I was gonna ask
and
you that next.
I opened it, then I ruined it because I was like, I shouldn't have opened this probably.
Are you gonna keep all the rest of them in the box then?
They are. I might actually buy another Samus. Too.
Okay, you're gonna have to because if you want a CIB collection, then there's really no way you can go around it.
Yeah, and
Complete
then,
in box for those for people out there who are insane like us. CIB means complete in box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so what I've seen of the amiibos, you can definitely leave them in the package and still use them. Like it's fine.
'Cause I mean, like when I was hooked to Disney Infinity, I was trying to get the achievement for using 20 different fucking little touch power up things.
Yeah.
I bought a shitload off of Amazon. I just kept them in the shrink wrap package, and then just tapped them all to the things they'd activate and send them back to Amazon.
Nice. Oh shit.
I didn't open them.
Yeah.
They're still a CIB.
True. You know what? Take that, Amazon. Take that. All right. Next question. Are there any that are now like unobtainable so far? Like, have you looked into buying like a Wii Fit trainer? Like, how expensive is that?
They range. Most of them are usually like $60 or $65 on
Jesus.
Craigslist.
All right. Are you gonna
And
get
then
one?
the fucking like the limited ones that are broken, like the weird misprint ones,
Yeah.
they sell for a couple thousand.
But I don't think that's going to count as part of your, like, to the full collection. Like, I don't think a ruined one necessarily would mean, if you don't have it, doesn't mean you don't have the full collection, right?
Right, yeah. Because, I mean, like, the big thing was when they first came out, there was a Samus one that had two gun hands.
It was cool.
Yeah, so that was worth a lot. And then, like, the other day, I wanted to pre-order the Gold Mario, but fucking Walmart sold out and all sorts of dumb bullshit happened with that.
See, that's always the thing that, like, talks me out of this type of collecting physical goods before I even get into it is the too exclusive of an item where it's like, well, I'm never gonna feasibly get that because, you know, it came with something that came out 5 years ago and now it's thousands of dollars online. So like knowing I won't get one of them means I don't care to get any of them. Like that's always the thing that like completely pushes me away from it. Like, I'm not even gonna start then.
I might check out at some point. But right now, if I'm gonna buy all of the Series 1 from Craigslist, it's $250 for 12 of them. And this other guy has all 29 of them, the Smash Brothers collection, $25 each. So 29 times 25 is, I don't know, a lot of money.
That's a pretty hefty markup, right? I mean, aren't they like 13 to start out with 12?
My Samus one was 12 because I bought that like just brand new from Amazon.
But I mean,
like Mega Man goes for 25, so I already made like $12 on that. Sonic goes for 30, so I made like 25 on that. See, I made money, Josh. I'm making money already.
That's not what. That's not making money.
Do you like how I'm justifying this as we go? Because that's happening. That's the thing.
But like, you think that buying something for slightly less than the eBay asking price is quote making money?
If I bought 3 for 35, I can resell them for $100. That's $65.
But are you going to resell them?
No, because I'm going to try to collect them all and then get mad and give up and then just sell them all.
So then you haven't made $100. You've spent whatever, 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever it is.
I've invested money into this, yes.
You're right. This is just like the stock market. How could I be wrong?
Idiot.
Listen, you stupid. Listen, I collect a lot of comic books. Like I have a stupid amount of comic books. Like it's not healthy. Like you come over, you see them, you're not impressed, you feel sad for me. But
I have spinner racks. Some would say.
I literally have a spinner rack in every room. Like every room. And that's not just to store comics because I mean, that's what long boxes in the closet are for. Don't be stupid. That's just cuz they look cool. But anyway, I've got a lot of comics. I don't ever like delude myself into thinking this is an investment for the future. Like no, it's a money pit. It's just I'm throwing money down a well. And it hits the endorphins when I buy them for just the few seconds to make me feel alive. That's what comic books are.
Mine usually just because I'm so bored that I look at something and I say this seems fucking awesome to me. It just triggers the hill.
I have to touch it. I have to put my fingers on this right now and it has to be mine.
Yeah.
I was always like that with toys, like action figures, where it's like I'd like obsess over it. I'd want it. I'd get it. I'd take it home, take it out of the package, and then just like touch it and be like, all right, well, you know, I did it. It's done.
This is the thing. It's done now.
Yeah, because like you just want that initial rush of like the new toy and like posing it a few times. Then you're kind of done, right? Like that's over.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's how I was kind of growing up a little bit sometimes with that.
That's how Josh handles girls too.
Oh shoot. we just like Freuded my life right now. Like,
we're learning a lot today.
We did. It is. I take the wrapper off them, shiny and new. And then
I play with them once or twice. And then I'm like, yeah.
And then I throw them off in the toy box. Yeah. Might as well give
Josh's life is like Toy Story, just a little more fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little real.
So speaking of real, Josh, the madness is real right now.
The March Madness.
There you go.
Because it's March, and you may have told me before the show started, otherwise I would have been completely lost.
Yeah, fucking Josh ruined it. So, Josh, one of the fantastic listeners of the show, wrote in at cast@geek-pop.com and said the season of March Madness is upon us. Who do we take in the madness? What's the strategy for picking teams? And Josh vaguely mentioned it, and then I got mad because I was going to ask Josh about March Madness. Josh, what is March Madness?
March Madness is a basketball tournament in which a bunch of teams play in the month of March and
April.
Okay, well, it's called March Madness, though, so let's not be crazy, Toby. And they determine a winner. The ultimate team.
They do.
That's a crown. There's a crown. There's a cup involved.
Yeah, try a trophy.
Usually
trophies.
Trophies are kind of cups. They're cup-like, right?
Well, it depends what's on top of the trophy.
What's on top of the trophy?
Only ones have a bowler on top of it.
I think this one has a cup on it.
Anyway, so March Madness is when all the cool...
It's college too, right?
There you go, college basketball. Right. All they know... on the Sunday, Josh, 2 days ago.
All right.
They had Selection Sunday, which basically all the schools of kids all sit in little press rooms, and they put cameras on them, and then they announce if they're in the the tournament or not.
That seems
And
messed
everyone
up.
freaks out and yells and says, "Yay, we're number 1! Yay, we're 16! We just made it!"
Seems like the Hunger Games.
A little bit, because there's a lot of people on the cusp where you don't know if you're actually going to make it in the big game or not. And then when you make it in, it's awesome.
What determines if you make it or not? Who decides if you're in one of the 16?
It's usually based off of the records, and then each conference usually has a championship as well. So if you pretty much win your conference championship, you are in March Madness,
Okay.
the big bracket.
Are there
Kind of
ever
thing?
are there ever people who like got cheated, who felt like, man, I won a bunch of games and I didn't make it in?
It's usually not that extreme, but there's a lot of teams that instead of being like first seed, they'll get second or third for what we'll call bullshit reasons.
But that's literally just someone like sitting behind a desk like making that number up. Like it's not pure win-loss record.
It's win-loss record, but they also have like you get a modifier based off of strength of schedule or dumb bullshit like that.
This is like boxing, where like you could fight for like 12 rounds and then like it can go to the judges and be like, I don't know, he fought better. Like, this is dumb.
And that's how college football works too. We're not so much anymore, but they used to just have the AP, which was Associated Press, would rank the teams.
Uh-huh.
And your championship status was just based off of it's like 20 or 30 people that voted in the AP.
I love the idea that they play like jocks play football all season, and then a bunch of nerds that went to journalism classes get to decide who's better.
It's a system of checks and balances.
It really is.
So, Josh, I'm going to assume you don't partake in the madness.
I think I did last year. I think I filled out a bracket. I'm not going to this year because it's too much. It's too tiring.
Spoilers, I already paid $5 for you to be in my pool.
Shit.
So you are going to fill out a bracket.
All right.
And we're going to compete live on Geek Pop Podcast.
Oh my gosh. I feel like the balloons are falling. This is your life is playing. Oh man. All right. I guess I'm doing this then.
So every week, Josh, we're going to give updates of our standings.
Okay.
Do you have a strategy for how you're going to pick your teams?
So all right. No. The school that I have that I like the name of the most of. Like if a school has a cool name or that I've heard of them, I'm picking them.
Okay. So, when I partake in the madness, Josh.
Yeah.
This week, Thursday and Friday are the first 2 days of the tournament.
Uh-huh.
I will not be at work those 2 days.
You take it off.
Because I take off. Me and my friends have taken off the past 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
To just go to the bar all day and drink and watch basketball.
I think it was maybe like the first year I knew you that you did this. It wasn't the first year that you did this, but the first year that I knew you when you did this. You showed me like you were in the paper or something,
Yeah.
right? Like they came and talked to you at the bar, and you were like playing, hooky from work.
Yeah, I got for whatever reason the bar we went to had our local newspaper come. So they were interviewing people about March Madness. So there's a picture of me, my name, where I work, and like they skipped work to watch basketball at the bar today. Yeah. And then they interviewed me for TV.
That's right.
And my interview was basically like, they're like, does work know you're here? And I was like, yeah. Well, I told them I took the day off. Hopefully they don't mind when I go back. And then when I went back to work, everyone was like, you know, you were in the paper and on TV, right? Like, I hope you didn't tell your boss you were sick. And then, but it was okay.
Blowing up your spot, man.
Yeah, so that was fun.
I mean,
so we do that every year.
Is it,
so I'm ready
is
for
it
that.
fun though?
I don't have to go to work for 2 days.
That's fun.
And
yeah.
I get to like relax with friends and just watch basketball and fuck around all day.
So my work.
This is my spring break / vacation.
Okay, that's fair, and I'll give you that. But I think my work is doing like playing stuff in the conference room or something where you can go watch during the day. I don't know. There's usually food involved, so I'll be in for that. But
Josh will be involved.
yeah.
Josh, you want to know my strategy for picking teams?
Is it pick the better team?
No, it's not. So every year.
Well, that seems maybe not the best.
Every year I do 4 or 5 brackets.
Okay.
I usually do 1 or 2 real ones. And then I always come up with some bullshit method to do the other ones. And like I do the same method throughout the entire bracket.
Okay.
So the 1 year I did mascot battles where I used logic and to try to determine which mascot would kill the other mascot.
Okay.
And then we would go from there.
What happens if
it gets questionable because sometimes it's like Zephyrs versus a bear.
Okay.
And Zephyr is the strong gust to win, the bear is a bear.
I mean, depends on how strong the wind is. If it's like a tornado, it's going to take that bear down.
Well, and that's right, Josh. And that's where the skill comes in.
This is good.
Because it takes a while for me to crunch the numbers of which competitor is better than the other one.
What if you get to one where it's like not even a thing, like the Hoosiers versus...
Oh, it happens a lot. I just make bullshit up.
All right.
Like one was.
I guess to be completely fair, a Hoosier is just a person from Indiana. So a random person from Indiana versus a bear.
Yeah, so like they would lose or shit like that, or like Duke, the Blue Devils, they went pretty far that year because you can't stop the devil, Josh.
Well, but there is the saying that you have to go quick enough through hell before the devil knows you're there. So something that moves quick could probably beat a devil because he would never know they were there.
But see, this is why this is so much fun. You already see where I'm getting at.
I'm on board. This is maybe my new.
But I've done that the one year I went through right before the first game, and I checked the weather of all the schools' homes, like where their university was.
Yeah.
And whatever school had the nicest day on the first day of the tournament was the number one pick all the way through, and we went down from there.
I like it. I like that.
Yeah, this is what I do.
So, all right, just for me, number 1 seed is better than number 2 seed.
Right, number 1 is the best. Number 16 is the worst.
First of all, are we saying seed?
SEED, like a tree.
Not seat, not all right.
Seed.
All right, seed. All right.
Seeda. And then there's always upsets like 3 and 13 always play.
Does 13 ever beat 3?
All the time. That's usually the best upset.
All right, so I'm gonna pick that one.
There's a lot of things to it, man. There's a lot of pro tips.
Do you ever pick just completely at random and see how that does?
I have done that.
Like
the
flip
one year,
a coin or something.
The one year, that was one of the ones I did one year. I flipped the coin for the entire thing.
How'd it do?
Not very good.
Okay.
Because, I mean, realistically, if you get like a 16 and a 15 going real far, you're not going to win.
True, I guess. So, have you ever done one where you pick the logical guess every time? Like, you pick the one who has the higher seed or whatnot?
I've tried that, but again, there's so many upsets that happen that you really can't.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't.
There's a lot of skill to this, Josh.
I know. I feel like I'm feeling the pressure now all of a sudden. You've thrust this upon me. What happens when I win the tournament and everybody's like, who the fuck is Josh?
I have you listed as Josh GP. I'm just going to say it's one of my friends.
Awesome. This is amazing. Oh, I love it.
So you ready?
I'm ready, yeah. Are we doing this live on the air?
No, because it's going to take forever.
Okay. I have no concept.
We could, but it's going to be like 20 minutes of a podcast and no one's going to understand.
Okay.
So for the sake of the show, we'll skip it.
Yes, we want to think about the show. We do.
Yeah. But then when the brackets are done on Thursday, when the show comes out, we will post our brackets then.
All right, great. Beautiful.
You ready?
Yep.
Feel good?
I feel like a winner. I feel like because again, we came onto this with the whole like fantasy football thing we did last year, where my like lack of knowledge about the sport left me unencumbered by preconceived notions. That's gonna hold true here.
Josh doesn't need stats because he doesn't know what they mean.
I don't know what they mean. I didn't even know what seed meant. I didn't know that it was the word seed. It's gonna play in my favor. I'm the wild card.
Josh is gonna win this and piss everybody off.
That's what I want. I want to make all of your friends mad at me. That's what I want.
Josh, you make me mad at you so much that it really can't be much worse.
It's a finely honed skill at this point. Toby, would you like to hear a joke?
Sure, Josh.
What did the Buddhist ask the hot dog vendor?
Do you have any peace?
Make me one with everything. I got another one.
Go ahead.
Would you like to hear another joke?
Sure, Josh.
So
just get them all out, Josh. Just get them all out.
So a bear walks into a restaurant, right? And he tells the waiter, I want a grilled cheese. And the waiter says, sure, but what's with the pause? And the bear goes, what do you mean? I'm a bear.
This part of the podcast brought to you by r/AskReddit.
Because he's a bear, so he has paws. See?
That's like the horses. There's the long pause joke. There's the long face joke. Josh walks in the bar. He says, ow.
I got another one. All right. This is just off the top of my head.
This one's going to be the best because there's not going to be a punchline to this, and Josh is just going to completely bomb.
I think this is the one I told you earlier, so pretend like you haven't heard it. But this is my favorite. There are two fish in a tank. One looks to the other and says, can you drive this thing?
Josh.
Hey, there's another one. There are two soldiers in a tank. One looks at the other and says, blub, blub, blub.
Does everyone remember when the podcast used to be funny? Say bye to that. Everyone say thanks, Josh. Josh, speaking of putting things in the hands of the gods of odds.
Odd God?
I feel like there's a better...
That sounds like a James Bond villain.
Odd job?
Odd God.
Well, it feels like a better freaking...
Yeah, you're bad at this.
The hands of fate.
I didn't want to put it out there, but if we're critiquing, if we're giving each other notes,
I need some notes right now.
That could have been better.
Okay.
Speaking of putting things in the hands of fate, Toby.
Josh, speaking of putting things in the hands of fate,
there it is.
Do you like chicken fries from Burger King?
Yes.
Well, Josh, Burger King is letting Gloria the chicken decide which locations can serve chicken fries for one day.
Who?
Gloria? Gloria the chicken.
I'm not familiar.
There's a chicken that they're picking on tour where she's pecking at either the yes food bowl or the no food bowl. And if she says yes, you can have chicken fries.
So Burger King's big plan, Toby, is that they are going to arbitrarily take away menu items as part of a advertising campaign.
They don't have them anymore.
Oh.
They haven't had them.
Why?
But I don't, because they're fucking,
they're bad?
I don't know, because they're stretched out chicken nuggets. And people that say they're different, if you're gonna fucking come to me, by the way, and say chicken fries are different than chicken nuggets, you're fucking crazy.
I like the things that work you up. Like, who knew chicken fries would be a button for Toby? I mean, like, I feel like mine are pretty predictable, but that's great. Chicken fries.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid. They're fucking stretched out chicken nuggets. They're even less chicken-like than chicken nuggets.
Yeah, listen. If you're coming at me with like, well, I want my chicken product food to be more chicken-like. Well, that's a fool's errand anyway. You might as well.
It really
might
is.
as well shape it like a bracelet so I can wear it while I eat it off my wrist. Like
that'd be amazing.
Like it doesn't. It's all like stuff that maybe at one point like shared cells with a chicken. Like it's not. It's never been a chicken. It's never going to be a chicken. Who cares what it's shaped like, man? Put it in fries. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But Josh, every day when Gloria arrives with her expert handler, she will ascend from her plush coupe onto a custom decision-making stage, which is just a platform, and randomly choose whether or not chicken fries will return to that Burger King restaurant.
And this is kind of dark.
She cannot be bought, seduced, or swayed.
I hope...
After the decision, fans can take celebratory or sad-faced photos with her.
Only those two options.
Chicken #selfies.
I kind of hope that Gloria gets assassinated.
Josh, they bought chickenfries.com.
Damn it. I wanted that.
You can watch it here live. If you go to chickenfries.com,
they're going to live stream?
Right now they're in Maryland. You can watch the live stream of her deciding if she wants them to have chicken fries or not.
You think this is... I mean, I guess this is already... All right, listen. This is already better than the whole, like... Is Punxsutawney Phil going to see a shadow thing? Because
you think so?
Because Punxsutawney Phil is bullshit. Because like obviously he's always going to run back inside. Like if they gave him another option that was better than run away from all the screaming people and camera flashing, then it'd be fair. But like how he stands is just, of course he's going back inside. There's never a reason he's not going to, because he's a freaking whatever he is, groundhog.
He's not going to, because if Winter's going away, he's staying out.
Shut up.
Or whatever the fucking way it works. I don't remember.
So at least this one of the choices is not completely weighted in favor of Gloria. She has two bowls. What if she's not
more
hungry?
food in one?
Like, I think if she doesn't eat it all, you should just tear that Burger King down.
That'd be amazing.
High
Third
stakes.
option, burn down this location.
That'd be great, man. If Gloria just like turned around and had to flip up a cover and press a red button instead, that's how she lets you know.
Tear it down.
This one's done.
The trainer turns the key. She pecks his hands to make sure he does it.
And then it just crumbles. Just high stakes Gloria.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I mean, is she gonna come anywhere? Can I see a list of where she's going?
No, because there's question marks. She started today in New Jersey. The next place she's going is Maryland.
18
and then
hours.
By the time this podcast comes out, she'll be in another random location.
Oh, jeez. I hope she comes near me and I can step on her.
If she comes nearby you, I need you to go and get your picture with the chicken.
Okay.
I'm giving you like homework.
Would you prefer sad face or happy face?
If the fries aren't coming back, I want a happy face to fuck with people. And then vice versa.
Yeah, I fucking hate chicken fries.
Yeah. And then be real happy and throw the double thumbs up and everything.
I just snap a selfie.
Yeah. Hashtag.
You get worked up about chicken fries. I get worked up about selfies.
Selfie. Hashtag.
It's not the act of taking a picture of yourself. That's fine. It's calling it a selfie.
It's the wrapper you put the picture in.
Yeah. Exactly. Just like Burger King is a shitty wrapper that you put chicken fries in.
Josh, have you ever heard of Tinder?
Turd of Tinder?
Have you ever heard of Hinder?
I have turd of Hinder on occasion, yes.
And I'm not talking about the band, because now you made me say Hinder. I'm talking about the dating app.
Tinder.
Where,
Yeah.
at South by Southwest this year, Josh,
Yes.
they made a fake girl on Twinder to promote a movie. And then tried to pick up guys with the fake Tinder girl to go see the movie.
So, I mean, if she picked someone up, would a real woman have shown up? Like, what happens?
No, it's just an end game to fuck with people and then be like, hey, you're going to see my stupid movie. They're promoting a movie Ex Machina.
Ex Machina? Like,
Yeah.
like Deus Ex Machina?
Yeah. Like
So she's the ghost in the machine?
No, because no. Because you need something in front of that to make it. There's no noun in this. It's just from machine.
Ex Machina would be from machine. Okay.
Right.
So
That's in the movie.
She's from machine.
Yes.
I like that.
The
I'm into
movie
that.
is from machine.
So they invented a fake girl from a machine.
From machine to try to pick up guys.
I mean, okay. Would you get real bummed if you hooked up or not hooked up, if you connected with a whatever the term is, if you connected with a robot girl?
They put someone's whole conversation here trying to pick this girl up.
Yeah. Should we role play?
Josh, we're gonna role play this.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to be the robot, or do you want to be the guy?
I will be the robot.
Okay.
I mean, if that's cool with you.
That is fine.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm Ava.
We're gonna role play Ava from Machine.
Ava and Brock. Scene.
I am Brock.
Yeah.
I am a Pokemon trainer. My Onix doesn't get fucked up when the sprinklers go off. And I'm upset, so I'm turning to Tinder to find a girl to make me feel better about this.
Okay. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Yep. So I just swiped right. Or did I? No, I did, because that's how Tinder works.
The robot, Josh the robot swiped right.
Swiped right.
Toby, the 25-year-old male, also swiped right.
Toby, the 25-year-old male named Brock. Like, what the?
Yeah.
What? Come on. I bet you have spiky hair.
Get serious. Swiping in Austin also, I see.
Hello, Brock. I'd like to get to know you. May I ask you a few questions?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been in love?
Once, I think. But that was a while ago.
I see. I haven't, although it sounds nice. What makes you human?
I want to stop real quick. That'd be the first part that sounds questionable.
What makes you human?
Aside from Josh reading like a fucking robot,
Speak
that's
in
actually the
spam.
first line so far that makes it seem weird.
What makes... Yeah, don't ask a girl what makes you human. Because then the very next question is always going to be, can I cut it out of you?
What makes me human? Let's see. My beating heart and these weird feelings.
I like this answer. What attracts you to me?
I just thought you were absolutely gorgeous. And you have innocence. But we all know I can be totally wrong.
Thank you, Brock. That's very kind of you. Last question. If you could meet me anywhere, where would you choose?
Considering we're both in Austin now, I'd have to say Austin.
You are clever. You've passed my test. Take a look at my Instagram and let me know if I've passed yours, semicolon, close paren. At Meet Ava.
Ava.
Ava. Error.
Perfect.
All right, let's critique Brock's game, shall we? Because clearly he's talking to a crazy robot lady who doesn't know how to interact with humans. But I like Brock's subtle flirting up here, where he says that she has innocence, but he could be wrong.
You know what? That's a good point. He was either saying I could be wrong about you being gorgeous, or I could be wrong about you being innocent.
He meant innocence. He thought that was like the smoothest line in the whole world.
Oh, I'm gonna get her to tell me dirty things.
Yeah,
Oh, you're not-
maybe she's gonna prove. I'm gonna get her to prove to me how not innocent she is.
I'm not innocent.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
I
that.
could show you how not innocent I am.
Robot selfie.
Robot selfie. I like that still to the very end he doesn't realize that she's fake and he's, you know, like, I don't know, like he hasn't looked at her Instagram yet. It's like, perfect.
All of it other than the what makes you human thing.
What makes you human?
That seems too deep to me for like just like having a conversation with somebody.
I've attempted before on like a first date type thing to say like what was the term? because it completely backfired. I said, what's your deal? Like, tell me about you. Like, what's your deal? I was like, what's that mean? Just like about you. I had to like explain what's your deal.
It does sound aggressive.
Yeah, maybe I was going for aggressive. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just terrible at talking to people. That might be too.
I'm going to go with kind of number 2. To be honest
a little calm me.
Nah, mostly calm.
I'm gonna start trying what makes you human though. First date. Hey, what makes you human?
That's so deep, Josh. Oh my god.
I know. I'm like a robot talking to people.
Sure are, buddy. Sure are.
What attracts you to me?
Josh, we talk about Barbie a lot on the show.
Hello, Barbie. Let's go party.
They actually have a Hello Barbie now.
Is that like Hello Kitty mixed with Barbie?
Yeah, she's hip, Josh.
The hippest Barbie.
She's technologically infused. You can talk to her, and she has that like smart TV.
Is she always
what's the fucking dumb Siri? Yeah. The Siri. She has like the Siri shit built in.
Voice recognition.
Yeah. So you can talk to her, and she talks back. But they're already saying they're going to store information that's recorded by Barbie. So, of course, now already, there's all sorts of opt-out, share data bullshit going through.
See, this is where I can get behind being completely spied on. If it's through my TV, that's ordinary. That's boring. But I want the FBI to come in and steal my child's Barbie to find out that I was plotting against the government. Like, that's cool.
Barbie knocked you out, Josh. We're here for you.
I'm writing the movie script in my head of like me talking about my assassination plot while my daughter's playing Barbies in the floor, and then like the kind FBI guy's like, "Hey, sweetie, can I see that?" And he just like rips out her voice box and
this data is mine now.
Hello, Barbie. And that's the noise she makes when you rip it out.
Yeah,
and then
awesome.
like cut to Langley.
Apparently, Mattel said that the number one request that girls want is to be able to actually talk to Barbie.
What kind of sad, poor little girls are they talking to?
The ones that only have Barbies to play with? Josh, kids like you. That only have their dolls, action figures to talk to. Josh, if you could talk to Spider-Man, you would talk to Spider-Man all day, wouldn't you?
I would talk to... Yeah, you're right, I would. I would talk to any Spider-Man. It doesn't have to be action figure Spider-Man. It would be real life. It could be toy Spider-Man. It could be like... It could be stuffed animal Spider-Man. It's just fine. Any Spider-Man would be okay.
Did you ever hear of like the rubber duck method of programming?
Yeah, where you describe problems to the rubber duck as a means of like talking it out and figuring out your problems. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I've done that before. Yeah, for sure.
I do it to people more than I do it to myself. I'll walk over and be like, hey, the one server's down, and I was kind of, it seems like maybe it's running out of space, and we expand the drive. Oh yeah, we just expand the drive. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
I do it like not to my. I do it not to other people. Like I will sit and like talk it out with myself, almost like not out loud, but like through my head. I'm like, okay, start back at the beginning. Like here's what we did. Here's what I need to like figure out. I definitely do that. Yeah.
Do you think that Barbie would help you in your life if you had a talking Barbie?
I might need a talking Barbie. Yeah. Do you remember the movie something cupboard? What was it called?
Indian in the Cupboard.
Indian in the Cupboard. That was one of my favorite movies growing up because the idea of my toys coming to life and talking to me was like literally a dream of mine. Like it was maybe the greatest thing I'd ever imagined. Because
why wouldn't you go Toy Story on that instead of?
Because I liked Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe a lot. Not Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's not what we were talking about. I liked Indian in the Cupboard a whole lot more, and it was a little bit earlier.
I used to love the book. I thought the books were awesome.
I didn't know it was a book.
And the Indian didn't understand that if you were alive, you could die because he used to be in plastic, and then bad shit happened.
Oh, so sad.
Or the cowboy, one of them. One of them got hurt because they got shot in real life instead of as toys.
Aww.
And they put him back in the cupboard and made him back as a toy, and then he fixed him and saved his life.
I remember that. But then if you ever became... wasn't the really sad part there? If he ever became human again, or if he ever became real again, he would die, right?
I think so.
That's so sad.
It was a good story, though. Like, he had a plastic toy family, I believe.
So sad.
The cowboy and the Indian became friends.
Yeah.
And then they had it again in Night at the Museum.
Yeah, but it wasn't as good. There were mature themes in Indian. Yeah.
Like what?
I mean, like the whole dying thing, and then like becoming friends with someone who's different than you.
Teddy Roosevelt died in Night at the Museum.
He did. You're right. He did.
That's real.
That's true. Real life. Ben Stiller's career died at Night at the Museum.
His career died way before that.
That's a good point. you remember the part of the movie where they put Darth Vader in there and he was like fighting a dinosaur or some shit?
I never saw the movie.
Oh, you should. They put Darth Vader in there at one point.
Okay, that seems funny. Darth Vader.
Shut up! I'll tell you jokes again. No, please.
Another intermission with Josh. Josh, every week you can write into us at cast@geek-pop.com and ask us questions that we'll answer live on this podcast.
You're not wrong about that.
You know what? I'm not wrong about that.
Yeah.
I agree.
I would go as far as to say you're correct about that.
Yeah. Josh, Ernesto wrote in and said that we should watch the anime Little Busters, a baseball anime comedy filled with misadventures.
You a buster.
The first episode, they burn a small child to get rid of wasps.
They burn a small child?
That was his sales pitch. They burn a child to get rid of wasps.
Does he think we're monsters? Or do you think, like, I'm going to tell them about this kid we burn alive, and they're going to be so into it?
If there's one way I could pitch this cartoon that I know they'll watch it, it has child murder.
They love completely mutilating children.
I don't know if anything we've done in the past 3 years has led people to believe I want to burn children, but if I have, I apologize to the world.
Yeah, let's reel that back in. We don't want to kill children.
I vote no on child burning.
I can't be more explicit about this. No kid killing.
Yeah.
Not into it. Not my thing.
Josh, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Not a kid murderer, that's for sure. I'll tell you that much. I wanted to be a comic book artist until I realized I couldn't draw worth shit.
I wanted to be in a band, and I realized that takes a lot of work. And then I went to college and never did it ever again.
I had the band thing too, but then I realized, like, guitar is kind of hard, and, like, I'm not good at singing, so, like, I knew then, I was doing the equation of, like, my use to a band is already pretty limited. Like I'm not, like, a teen heartthrob. I could really only ever play, like, one instrument at a time, and not well. I couldn't sing. I couldn't be the front man. I don't have the rhythm for drumming. Like, I know I'm not a catch for a band.
Josh, you could have been like both Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and Less Than Jake, have a guy in a costume that dance around. You could have been that guy.
I could have been that dude.
Yeah.
But then I'm, like, not good at dancing either.
I mean, you don't really, like, dance to ska. You just kind of, like, kick your leg out.
Yeah, what's it called? Jinkin'? Jivin'? Justin?
What?
There's a term for ska dancing.
Skanking, you motherfucker.
That's it. Jinkin' Jivin'.
Jankin' jiving, bopping, shooping, skanking away.
Skanking. It was close to skanking, to be fair. I always wanted to be the type of band like I know lots of bands do this, but, like, My Chemical Romance did it where, like, Gerard Way would go on tour and he played all the music on the album and whatnot. When he would go on tour, he wouldn't play guitar, he wouldn't do anything, he would just sing, and they'd have, like, a touring musician standing off stage playing his parts for him. I always wanted to be him on tour, not necessarily him, back in the studio. I want to be running around screaming into a microphone. That's all I wanted.
I get so mad at that shit when bands do that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like, we went to see remember when I said we went to see not the royal we, not you and me. We don't do shit. We don't do shit together. When me and my friends went to see Tim McGraw over, like, last summer,
Yeah.
which seems like a long time ago right now, actually, if we're gonna be honest with you.
It does.
But, so Tim McGraw, famous country star. Oh, Tim McGraw plays music, blah, 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 blah. Josh, I watched that motherfucker with his guitar. He pretended like he was strumming, basically.
Yeah.
And as someone that knows what guitars make noise like, he was not making any guitar noise on stage.
Nope.
He was just holding it and pretending he was playing chords while the band, while his fucking 8-person band was playing music.
I think the concept of a touring band, like if Tim McGraw is the act, like, obviously he has to form a band, and that's fine. But, like, I think the concept of, like, we are a 3-piece band, we are a 4-piece band, and we are, band X. And when we go on tour, we bring in other musicians to play with us, but they're not in the band. Like that division of, no, we're so-and-so, you're just the people playing with so-and-so. I find that to be hilarious because, they're traveling together, they're hanging out together. Like, they are a band for, like, the months they're on the road, but then they're not in the band. I think that's so funny.
It's like a contract job. You're there, then you're out.
It is. It really is. I just picture, like apply that to any other, grouping of people, and it's just the weirdest thing in the world, right? Like, I don't know. It's so strange. So strange. Just be like, just hanging out with them and then get kicked out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the contract musicians that tour with them end up joining the band when someone else leaves. Like, it's always like, oh, so-and-so joined, and he toured with them a year ago in their such-and-such tour.
He already knows all the songs, so he's ready. Yeah. We can't wait.
Because this is big business.
Josh, we also have another person that wrote in. Ross, he says, first-time listener, long-time heckler, it is quite evident that we consider ourselves geeks. Is there something that we geek out over now? Upon first inspection, you thought, no way, not for me.
I know your answer.
Josh, there's so many things.
Yours is EPO right now, though, right?
Well, I guess, because I've watched anime in general in the past.
Yeah.
But when I first started watching EPO, I didn't think it was going to be a thing. But I think in the past week, I've watched 27 or 28 episodes.
Yeah,
I usually watch them at bedtime. They get all wound up and I can't go to sleep then.
It has taken over our lives. I'm going to include myself in this because
Josh hears about it all the time.
I hear it all the time. I get fucking stills emailed to me of dolphins.
Josh, he just won the goddamn fucking rookie championship.
But the line in the dolphin still specifically was something about, I told you not to inflate Dolphin Coon. I don't know what you're trying to show me, but it happened.
Dolphin Chan.
Dolphin Chan, that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't time to blow up the dolphin yet. They were getting ready to go on vacation. They started blowing up the dolphin early, and it wasn't time.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, I guess, yeah, now that I have some context, I guess.
Well, it's not as funny with context, Josh.
Nothing is. So, all right, so yeah, this new anime that's taken over your life.
I guess right now, we'll say Ippo.
Right.
But I mean, like, whenever I get something new, it just happens. Like, I thought Amiibos were stupid. I fucking talked about them for 10 minutes tonight already, so
yeah.
Shit like that.
Mine, I mentioned it earlier. I think War Machine is like the thing I'm into now. It's like my weird obsession that didn't think I'd get into, but like it's sort of becoming kind of a thing. You can attest. I've talked about little fake robots for
I hear it all the fucking time. It's become a part of our life.
It can go both ways.
If I paint them, I get bonus points.
If I paint them, I get bonus points. That's true.
You know what I'm saying.
That's a true story. I don't know, but mine would probably be that, or I don't know, like TV shows or something I wasn't expecting to really like Friends. I never thought I'd really get super into Friends, but it's really good.
Yeah. Josh, do you know how to use the three seashells? That's a hard thing for me to say.
Say it again.
Do you know how to use the 3 seashells?
There you go. Fresh take. Edit point right there.
Nope, it's all flowing off the tongue like a river.
It's more fun when we point out edit points and then don't do the edit, though. I always like that. Do I know how to use the 3 seashells? So that's either I put something under one of them and shuffle them around, and then you figure out which one it is, or like
3-card Monty.
3-card Monty, or like I put them over my private areas and wear it like a bikini.
Did you ever see the show or the movie Judge Dredd?
The new one, yeah.
No, the old one.
No.
The first one.
No.
That is a reference to the first Judge Dredd.
Is it good? Should I see the first Judge Dredd?
It's alright. But basically, when they go to poop, there's no toilet paper. They use 3 seashells.
At once?
And no one really understands how that works or what it means.
Oh, no one watching the movie. The people in the world do.
Well, yeah. Yes, because Judge Dredd gets woken up in time. So he doesn't know how it works, but everyone else does. But they never specifically say this is how it works.
Wait.
So it's an ongoing thing of this is how the 3 seashells works.
That flick is about Judge Dredd getting woken up in time like he's Captain America?
Yeah.
Really?
The first one, yeah, because that's why he was so confused about time. It's like 2300 where Taco Bell rules the world. It's actually the best time ever.
Could they have ruined Taco Bell anymore? I thought that was like Judgment Day or Demolition Man. I thought that was.
Wait, isn't that Judge Dredd? Am I mixing 2 movies together now?
I think the Taco Bell thing is Demolition Man, where Taco Bell is every restaurant.
Then you know what? I think Demolition Man might also be in the 3 seashells.
Well, good idea.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
That's what I meant the whole time.
Because Judge Dredd is not lost in time, I don't think.
Demolition Man.
Judge Dredd is a man who knows full well what time he's in, and it is the time for ass kicking.
Yeah, Demolition Man. I fucked up.
All right.
Edit point.
If you edit point. All right. If you had to clean your buttocks with 3 seashells, how would you do it?
Well, the predicted one is you use
scoop
one to like pinch them together, like you're gonna close a seashell.
Oh, okay.
Like a oyster or clam would.
Yeah.
And you like scoop the poop out.
Scoop the poop.
Yeah.
But wait, essentially, like it might as well not be seashells. It might as well just be like a stick you're putting up your butt, right?
I guess so. But
what's the third one for then?
I don't know. I don't understand the
surface cleaning.
It's just there. Yeah, surface cleaning. You splash the water up.
I would just imagine there'd be a way you could probably like wedge it in and kind of do some scooping for sure, as you described.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one must be water. It must be like scoop some water.
The way Demolition Man, Sylvester Stallone got around it, whenever you would curse in that world, Josh, it'd give you a ticket.
Okay, and he would use the
for
tickets?
foul language. So he cursed at the toilet multiple times and wiped his ass with the tickets.
That sounds amazing. Why have I not seen this movie?
That's the way to get around shit like that.
This sounds amazing.
It is amazing.
And predictably, the internet has come up with a very elaborate scheme of how to do this.
If you Google it, there's like picture diagrams of how to do it.
Would you like me to read some directions?
Josh, I would.
Step 1. Take 2 of the seashells and place them between your fingers to be used like chopsticks. Step 2. Using the 2 seashells, gently pull on feces to remove them from your posterior until bowels have been completely emptied. Step 3. Using the 3rd seashell, scrape away any fecal remnants from your posterior. Step 4. Dispose all of the seashells in the toilet and flush. We were pretty close. I mean, we...
Doesn't step 2 sound like you're like shoving them up your butt to pull the poop out and then actually pushing the poop out?
Well, in the handy diagram, it's as the poop is coming, he's catching it in the seashell.
I guess so.
No, I'm telling you, that's what's happening.
Oh.
There's nothing to not understand here. It's spelled out pretty clearly. That's what's happening.
I gotcha. Josh, did you know in this podcast you can actually find us on iTunes and leave us reviews there?
I did know that.
Well, Josh, someone finally picked up that hint and left us a new review.
About time. We have been hinting at that for weeks.
For months.
Months, if you will.
Josh, LITU87.
That's also
Subject.
That's also Ross, by the way, because that's his username on our site as well.
Oh. Josh.
Edit point.
Edit point. Josh, Ross says, quite liberally, 5 stars.
That's us, man. Me and you.
Imagine, if you will, being whisked away by the person of your dreams to the destination of a lifetime. But instead of Prince Charming or Kimberly from the Power Rangers, it's your 2 buddies. And you're at Taco Bell. And you're buying. Much like the aforementioned food establishment, you're not quite sure of how you got there. You will likely regret it in the morning, but you might as well enjoy the ride. These 2 philosophical visionaries present a modern telling of the Don Quixote saga. Or they're just 2 dudes being buds and having a good time. You be the judge, but anything less than 5 stars is the wrong answer.
I think we may have found our poet laureate. Oh, man, that's awesome.
That's a good one.
No one has made poop and dick jokes sound so noble. That's the bar, people. That's the bar.
It's been raised. Get to our fucking level. So again, if you want to talk to us on the show, it's cast@geek-pop.com. We ask that you look for us on iTunes and leave us reviews and ratings so that we get more popular, because that's what Josh and I want to be. We want to be popular when we grow up.
The very best, like no one ever was.
Doing podcasts is our test. To put them out is the cause.
There it is. Well done.
Something like that.
Good job.
You can also find Josh at
Josh Catastrophe on Twitter.
You can find me at Girls Heart Geeks on Twitter. And don't forget to follow us, because March Madness 2015, Geek versus Geek, it's on its way.
It's coming. It's coming, people.
Get ready.
Hang on to your butts.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna look up her Instagram real quick. I want to see if it's like, ha, it's fooled you, bitch. Wait, there's a video.
Oh, it's creepy enough. If you weren't here, you'd be disappointed.
You are dead center of the single greatest scientific event in the history of man. Ex Machina. And it's her face ripped off. Holy crap, she's a robot lady.
I mean, of course.
What makes you human?
It's like a shitty Gladys.
That's hilarious. How disappointed would you be if you have what you think is an okay conversation with a robot lady, you don't know her at the time, and you go check her out, and like the one post is her taking her face off.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if you're into that.
You do what you gotta do, you know?
What will happen if I fail your test?
I'll rip your face off and wear it like my face.
What makes me human?
And then it's gonna be me at Meet Josh, and Josh is gonna talk to girls like a robot.
I'm going to attempt it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm going to attempt it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm going to attempt it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm going to attempt it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm going to attempt it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm going to attempt it. We're gonna see what happens.